All right, so in this video, we're gonna change the oil on a 2017 Jeep Wrangler JK. This is the 4-door version. And for the oil, we're gonna be using Pennzoil Platinum 5W20, 6 quarts. And then the OEM Mopar filter, which is MO349. This is pretty simple. And as I said, we live on the road, so we do all the maintenance ourselves. And this is definitely something you can do by yourself while you're traveling and on the road. So the first thing you're gonna start with is removing the cover. And all it is pull up and then pull back. Next, you're gonna locate the fill and you're gonna loosen it. All right, so for tools, you're only gonna need a couple of tools for this. One's gonna be, of course, the oil drain pan, a ratchet, 13 millimeter for the drain plug, and a 15/16 with a small extension. And the 15/16 is actually for the oil filter. So as far as oil, you can use whatever kind you prefer. It doesn't matter the brand, as long as it's a good oil. It also depends on where you're at, like based on the country and the weather. So for here in Texas and in the southern region, we use 5W20 and it works pretty good. All right, so underneath you'll need to find your oil pan and then also the drain plug. Drain plug is 13 millimeter. Put the ratchet on. Make it free. While you have the oil drain underneath the car, you're gonna come up here and you're gonna start loosening your oil filter cap. As you loosen it out and pull the oil filter out, it's actually gonna release more oil down. So this is why you do this part while you're draining. All right, so once you got the oil filter out, to remove it, you just pull out and it pops off. And in the Mopar box for the filter, it comes with two things. It's the oil filter and it has an attached gasket on the bottom. And then it comes with the O-ring for the cap. So typically to remove the O-ring, it's easier just to get a little flat tip and then put it under. And then when you put your new one on, typically you want to take a little bit of oil and rub it on the new gasket. You don't have to soak it, but you do want to have it lubricated. Then you just roll it down until it's on the groove. And the groove is the biggest groove on the bottom, so you can't really mistake that part. Next, you're going to take your filter. You're just going to press it on. You'll hear it click into place. And same thing, lube the bottom of a little gasket and then place back in. Make sure when you put it in, you're straight and that your threads are going easily in. And then screw it all the way down. Once your oil is done draining, you're gonna go ahead and put back in the drain plug. Then you're going to tighten it down with the ratchet again. While you're down here, it's a good time to check for other things like leaks for like the transmission pan or leaks around the oil pan, or just see if there's anything else going on. It's simple, it takes a couple minutes, and it just eliminates any further issues that may arise like later on down the road. Like this Jeep has 30,000 miles on it, and as you can see, we have 0 leaks right now, but we'll always check every time we change the oil. All right, after you tighten the drain plug and you're sure that there's no leaks, you're gonna start filling it up. You're gonna start with filling up 5.5 quarts, and then you're gonna start it and check the dipstick to make sure that the fluids are accurate. right, so after you fill up the oil with 5.5 quarts and replace the oil cap, you're gonna see on the left there's two dipsticks. The one towards the back is your transmission, and the one closest to the front of the engine bay is gonna be your oil. Just remove it, wipe it down, and pull it back out. And if you're on the hashtags all the way through, the hash marks, then you have enough oil. So next you're gonna start the car, let it run, and then you're gonna check the oil after it's ran and shut down for about 10 minutes. So after you change the oil on your Jeep and you started it and checked the oil level and everything's good, you're gonna wanna come inside and look at the percentage and make sure that you reset it so it's 100% because you just changed your oil. So to do this, you're gonna turn the key into the on position, and then you're gonna pump the gas pedal 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. On the third one, you're gonna hold it for 5 seconds. After you hold it for 5 seconds, you should go through the menu and look at oil life, and it should say 100%. If it doesn't work, you're gonna have to turn the key off, turn it back on, and repeat the process again.